Hello, this lesson we are going over markups, which is a part of the consumer maths section. And markup is the amount added to the cost price of an item. So for a retailer, for example, say I sold soccer equipment in my store and I needed to figure out a percentage that I need to add to my cost price so that I can make enough profit to cover the staff that I hire to sell the items, plus rent and electricity, office supplies, registers, etc., everything that I'd need to run my business. I need to have a certain amount that I mark up my items in order to make money. So the markup is the amount added to the cost price of an item, and usually it is in a percentage. The marked price is actually just the sale price, what I'm actually selling the item for. And that constitutes the cost price plus the markup amount that I have. So in example 3, we have a shoe shop marked up items by 145% to cover staff costs and other overheads and make a reasonable profit. The shop buys cross trainers from a distributor for $30.80 a pair. So question 1 is asking, or question A is asking, what is the marked price? So question A, the marked price at this stage we need to figure out. We know our cost price is $30.80. Now, in order for us to increase it by 145%, that will just give us the markup, okay? It won't give us the marked price. It'll give us what we're going to mark it up by. So let's just show you how to do that. It's very simple. All you're really doing is multiplying $30.80 by 145%. So basically what you're doing is taking 30.8 times 1.45, because when we do multiplication, we transfer the decimal into, or the percentage into a decimal. Okay, so what does that equal? 44.66. Okay, but again, that's not going to be our marked price. That's just how much we need to increase it by. So we need to find out what our cost price is. Well, we know that it's $30.80. And how we would get this was simply by taking 30.80 and multiplying it by 1.00, which is 100%. And then we'd add these two amounts, so 6, 4, 5, 7. So our marked price would be $75.46. But guess what? There's a much easier way to do it, okay, in one step rather than in 2 steps. All you have to do is take your 30.80, 30.8, and instead of multiplying it times 1.45 and by 1 and adding, you just take the 145% and you turn it into 245% and multiply by 2.45. And guess what it equals? 75.46. So that's an easy one done. Okay? Much easier way. So take the 145% that we have here and multiply it, turn that into 245% because we want the cost price and the markup in order to find the marked price. Much easier. Okay? Okay, so now onwards to B. B is asking us, the shop sells sandals for $48.78 a pair. What do they pay for them? So this is the opposite to A. They've actually given us the sale price, which is $48.78 a pair. And we know that it's the same 145% markup, okay? So we're going to use that same figure, 2.45, and we multiply that times our cost price. They're asking us, what is our cost price? We know that we multiply that number by our cost price that we don't know in order to find 4878. So we just work opposite using algebra, okay? So what we do is we, using algebra, we want to get rid of this 2.45 on the right-hand side, don't we? And we want to just have the C by itself on this right-hand side, and then the answer on the left-hand side. Okay, so how do we get rid of that 2.45? We use algebra, all right? So we're going to divide by 2.45, both sides of the equation, okay? Must be both sides of the equation. And you can see here that on the right-hand side, these two cancel out. So that's how we move that 2.45 over to the other side, algebraically. So what are we left with? We are left with, on the left-hand side, we actually have 48.78 divided by 2.45, which equals 1991. And on the right-hand side is our cost price, C. So we've actually just answered the question in one easy step. So when you write these answers out, actually write it in a sentence. The cost price is 1991. Easy.